Alright, so today I'm going to show you my Avatar trading card game collection. There we go. Took me quite a while. Luckily, I was searching for these cards before Avatar went on Netflix and the show became popular again. Because after that, the price for cards were skyrocketed. They're very tough to find. This card game was released back in 2006. It wasn't even popular back in 2006. And considering that was 15 years ago, I mean, they're incredibly rare, hard to find. So luckily I managed to, over time, over the last 2 years, I've completed my collection. And then there's actually 4 sets of cards. There's, let's see, this is from the AME set. So this is Avatar Master of Elements set. That is the largest main set. It's, let's see, it's 235 cards is within the sets. And then there's 3 other sets, but those are promotional sets. Either from DVDs, action figures, or Burger King meals. And I have those in here as well, and I'll point them out to you. Oh, color changed on the cards because I forgot to mention the blue ones are strike cards. So anytime you see a blue card, you can think of it as an attacking card. These brown cards, you can think of like assisting cards. Like they don't really go towards your attack, but they help you manipulate the game in your favor. And then these purple cards are ally cards. So each one of these refers to a specific character in the show. So you can, and they also help you out throughout the game, of course. But I really like these because they feel like character sheets, like bio cards. They feel like, yeah. Are these in alphabetical? No. It just seemed that way because of Aang and Appa. Again, just more strike cards. There were 165 regular cards in the main set. There's 55 rares, 55 uncommons, and 55 common cards. That's 165. But wait, I said there was 235 cards. What are the others? Well, there's 165 regular cards, and then also in that same Master of Elements set, there are 10 Zen Mental cards, so you can think of these as the ultra rare or mythical cards. And these are holographic and have or not really holographic, but they have a foil on them. There are 10 of them. There are 10 of these cards. And these characters, there's a pattern throughout. There's 10 characters that they really focus on, and that's Aang, Sokka, Bumi, Jojo, Malu, Zuko, Iroh, Afiko, Zhao, and Kinto. So there's 10 of those. So that brings the total up to 175. Then there are something called chamber cards, and chamber cards are these thicker cards that have a little pull tab on them. I should probably, let's see if I can take one out. They're these really thick cards that have a pull tab on them. And then there's 60 of these. And there are 10 characters. Each character has 6 cards, 6 of these chamber cards. And I'll explain that in a moment. I'll actually leave that out right there. All right, so this binder was pretty much the perfect size for what I needed, the right amount of pages. But what I also did was, after we go through all the regular cards, we get to the Zen Mental cards, I incorporate that, and so it merges and it doesn't waste any space. And then I move on to the promo sets. So again, there's 3 promos. There's the Burger King set, which consists of 8 cards here. It's the only place you can get a card that includes Toph or Zula as well. And then there's the DVD cards that came in specific DVDs way back in 2005 or 2006. And that's Appa's Wild Ride and Sokka's Medal. That's a set on its own. So it's funny, it's like there's one set that's 235 cards, and then there's another set that's just 2 cards, and another set that's just 8 cards. And then there's action figure sets that came with chamber cards, and that would be these 3. Fire Blast Zuko, Ice Attack Aang. I actually have 2 of them. I actually used to have 2 of Fire Blast Zuko's as well. However, that was way back in the very beginning when I didn't realize just how rare these cards would be. And so when I happened to have got 2 of them, I ended up selling one for around $40, thinking, oh man, that's a lot of money I got for just that one card. Little did I know how rare it would actually be. If I known how hard it was going to be to continue to find more of these cards, I would have held on to it. And then I'm just missing Air Cannon Aang. That's the last one I need. So there's 3 for the action figure set, 2 for the DVDs, 8 for the Burger King. And then we go back to the original set. There's 60 chamber cards. And the way I decided to display them was there's 10 characters, the same 10 characters as the Zen Mental cards, and each character has 6 cards to them, 6 unique cards. And I can take them out and show them to you. So if I pull this tab open and show you right there, this is number 188. And it's just gonna take my word for it, but this is 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193. I'm not gonna take them out because it's a tight fit, and the more I do, the more it kind of damages the cards. So it ended with 175. So this is 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181. And the last card for each one of these characters is the rare. So if I was to take out this one, I can show you the pull tab, and it would be a rare Aang and rare Katara. So it's the last one. There is a pretty good pattern here. And laid it out this way just so you can see the front side and the back side of all of these cards. The pull tab has extra cards as well. Has a different card than you see anywhere else, and I'll get onto that later. But yeah, here's the 6 cards for Aang, Katara, Bumi, Jojo, Malu, Zuko, Iroh. I really love the shade of red for Iroh. This is my favorite card just for the color. Afiko, Zhao, and then we have Kinto. I ended it with Kinto. That's the last one. This is number 1. This is number 235. So that's the last of the card set, and that's all the cards. What is left over is extra things I did. So I ended up buying a lot of cards and having to go through a lot of them, and a lot of duplicates as well. So what I decided to do was, and this binder had multiple pages left over. So what I decided to do was, I decided to do a little bit extra. So in the Master of Elements set, there are 4 new characters that are introduced: Kinto, Malu, Afiko, and Jojo. So I decided to find all the cards in which those characters are present in, those character cards, and make a page for each one of them. So that way, because they have a little bit of flavor text down below that tells you a bit about that character, and instead of going through all of here and jumping around and trying to find each card for each character, I decided to just put them all grouped together at once. So if you want to read everything about Kinto, the character that's only mentioned in this card game, you only have to flip to this page. And because he was the last one for the chamber cards, it made sense to merge it with this page. And it ended up working out perfectly because there's 12 cards in which he's mentioned in. So we have his Zen Mental card, his ally card, and then the others. And it's all these flavor texts just say that, oh, he was a troublemaker. He would make people throw up by bending water inside of their stomachs. He used like banned water bending techniques as well. Yeah, so here's the character page for Kinto. Here's the character page for Fiko. He has the most interesting story amongst the 4 characters. Apparently, he is the reason he betrayed the Airbenders. If you were to read all this flavor text, I doubt you can, but if the story of him is he betrayed the Airbenders, went to the Fire Nation, and that's how the Fire Nation was able to locate the airbending temples, because they were hidden up high in the mountains. Nobody knew where they were. But he's the reason why the Firebenders were able to attack the Airbenders during the genocide. And then there's Malu. She was the daughter of parents that got killed during the genocide, and she ran away and she lived in the forest for a few years afterwards. So we have, and then so Malu, there's the, and Afiko, there's the Zen Mental card, the foil, their ally card, and then the others. And then there's Jojo. Jojo was just a bandit, just like a side character that would rob people, like on the trail. So we have Jojo's character sheet. And then I had even more cards left over and more pages to deal with. So because each one of these chamber cards has a pull tab, on the front and back side, let me pull out another. This is the easiest one to pull out. So because I had so many other cards, each chamber card has a pull tab, and there's an extra card on the inside. Let me see if I can focus. And on the back side as well. And there's 6 of them for each chamber card, and you may think, well, there's a front and back, 6 cards, so there's 12 unique cards that could be on the inside. That's not true. There's actually only 5, and a lot of them are just repeated on for the other 6. So there's only 5 unique cards that you can pull for each character. And I decided to, well, I have enough of these cards. I bet I can sacrifice them. So I found all the cards that I had, and pretty much ripped them open and glued them on to these sheets so they're centered. And so now, without having to pull out these chamber cards and pull them open and risk damaging the binder or the cards, I just rip them open. And for JoJo, these are the 5 card inserts that you would find in the JoJo card. It doesn't matter what card you're looking at. There's only 5 unique pull tabs that you can find on the inside. So I decided to rip them open, insert them. So here are the 5 cards here. Then same thing for Aang. Here are the 5 cards for Aang. Here are 5 cards for Malu and Afiko. I went in a general pattern of, this page is for Airbenders. This page is for the Firebenders. And then there's only 2 Waterbenders and then 1 Earthbending. But you know, it was there's a pattern to it. So now you can see all the inserts without ever having to pull them open. I just had so many cards that I was able to actually destroy the cards to do this. Now, these cards are very hard to find, I know, and a lot of people are probably angry at me that I'm telling you that I destroyed a lot of these cards just to do this, but man, it was worth it. It looks so good, and it's perfect, and it's the perfect thing because it fills my binder perfectly, all except for the very last page. and for the last page, I decided to fill it up with extra cards I had. And so I have one for each member of Team Avatar on the very back side. Yes, Appa and Momo are part of Team Avatar, of course. There is no card specifically for Suki, so I only used the character cards or the ally cards. There's a Kyoshi Warrior card I guess I could use, but it doesn't specifically mention Suki. I thought it would be a cool idea to get the backside and front side of it signed by Mike and Brian and the voice actors of Team Avatar. And while they sign it, I would give them their own card, you know. Because not many people have these cards, and I don't think they do either. And I think it would be nice thing for me to do. And if they wanted to sign it and give it back to me, that's great too. I just have signatures on all these cards. But that's where I'm gonna end my binder. Let me put this card just back. Yeah, this is my card collection. Let me know what you think. Any questions, leave them below. And that's all.